welcome back. You're with us on Overdrive. Now, comfort along with a certain amount of performance and of course an affordable price tag are very important factors when you want to make that buying decision. So of course in the 110cc scooter comparison, we're taking a look at all these parameters to see which scooter satisfies the customer the best.
The Hero Xoom feels light and is very easy to manage in the city. And having the best turning radius of the lot out here felt very handy while trying to wriggle past traffic at a standstill. The Honda and the TVS require a little more of a calculated effort with that regard. The Hero's 110.9cc single-cylinder mill feels very lively and responsive. It performed commendably well up steep inclines in the neighborhood. But one thing it lacked is that level of refinement compared to the butter-smooth 109.5cc Honda engine and TVS's 109.7cc air-cooled motor. Well, that difference was very evident from the moment I set off. The Honda and the Hero have identical power to weight figures and feel reasonably quick, getting from 0 to 60 in just under 10 seconds. And the Jupiter, well, it doesn't feel far off the mark either. Accelerating from 40 to 60 km per hour to execute an overtake feels a lot cleaner with the TVS, and that's mainly down to the smoothness of its way of functioning. The Honda and the TVS appear to breathe a lot cleaner than the Xoom, which often sounds a little stressed, overly stressed at that, and there are times when this audibly sounds like you're really going for it when you really aren't. And it's that level of refinement that you learn to appreciate over time while riding the Activa and the Jupiter. In terms of suspension, all three scooters out here get a telescopic fork up front and a single spring-loaded hydraulic damper unit at the rear. The seating arrangement on all three of them feels very comfortable and accommodating as well, even with two astride. But in all honesty, a little more than an hour and a half, say, of saddle time at a stretch on any of these three is just about doable. The Xoom and the Jupiter feel a lot more nimble compared to the Activa, which is a bit of a surprise once you consider the fact that the Honda has the smallest wheelbase of the three, and also it's a good 4 kg lighter than the other two, which both weigh 109 kgs curb. The Honda suspension feel best set up for casual city speed riding of about 40 to 50 kmph. And the faster you go, well, the more you'll miss having a 12-inch wheel at the back, because you do tend to feel a lot more of the smaller, sharper bumps on the road on the Activa. The Xoom suspension, on the other hand, is set up stiffer, and it does feel a lot more engaging to ride, with a good amount of feedback from the extremely light front end. It all goes well in sync with Hero's overall sporty design theme, but it's not the most comfortable scooter from these three at low speed. It's stiff enough for you to find it very unforgiving when things get lumpy out of the road. The Jupiter, on the other hand, is by far the best in terms of ride quality. Now, Mumbai's roads are currently abundant with surprises, and the amount of road work going on, well, it's horrendous. From surprise gravel sections to oversized speed breakers and extremely dusty and broken patches of road, well, the TVS just feels so composed and balanced and allowed me to get through it all with the least amount of effort, and that's something I really appreciated. It tended to feel a lot more confident on the brakes with the Jupiter as well. It just feels a lot more relaxed and easy to ride, and that little backrest for the pillion, well, who would have thought? It is actually quite a good thing to have.
Now, to sum things up with a comparison test out here today, let's begin with the Honda Activa 8 Smart. Well, it still seems to be lacking a certain amount of features that I'd like to have seen on a scooter of this sort, given its price. Given that scooters elsewhere in the market come with those features as standard. Yes, it is frugal. Of course, it has the bulletproof engine and reliability working on its side. But unfortunately, on this test, well, it seems to miss out a bit. Moving on to the Hero Xoom. Well, this scooter will set you back by 97,000 rupees on road Mumbai. And yes, in terms of design aesthetics, well, it is a real standout. It is a real winner there. No question about that. And in terms of features, it does pack a good amount of features, a good amount of storage space, and it is the most agile of the three scooters out here today. But yes, if you're of an elderly generation, you're not going to feel very comfortable riding this one, which gets us over to our winner in this comparison test, which is the Jupiter Smart Connect, the top end variant. Now, this is the most expensive scooter. It will cost you around 1,06,000 rupees on road Mumbai currently. And yes, given the amount of features that it holds, it's really frugal, it has the best mileage, it is the most comfortable scooter to ride, the most easiest to maneuver in traffic as well. Well, it just is a well-rounded off package, and hence it is the winner of our test.
Well, I hope this story has addressed all of the queries that you might have regarding the 110cc scooter space. If you have any more queries, you might also want to subscribe to the Overdrive digital magazine. It is out now. We'll come back after a very short break to tell you all about the manual variant of the Volkswagen Virtus as well as the Volkswagen Tiguan. Stay with us, you're watching Overdrive.